We have now 16. Good morning, baby. Good morning for the rest of my students that just joined us a couple of minutes ago. Oh, really, Flor? Hi, Jessica. Yes, it's raining. Varios de ustedes dicen que ha estado lloviendo. It has been raining, right? Yeah, it has been really a mess with this rain. Yesterday, it was like, it looked here like a tornado, believe it or
No,
not. The sky was dark,
no la ha
windy,
cambiado.
really windy.
No
So
la ha
it was
cambiado.
raining horribly. Oh, not raining, Daniela Avila. So she leaves. Oh, you're such a lucky girl. You're lucky that it's not raining over there. Here it has been a disaster. But anyway, thanks Jesus that we are protected by him. Okay? Yes, right, Vargas. It's the verdad. At 4, it was really hard.
Buenos días,
It
Luis.
was raining terribly. Buenos dias, mi amor. Good morning, Anderson. Okay, sweeties, let's begin then. We are 2019 already. So let's begin because we cannot um, wait any longer. So let's see. Let's begin over here. Okay, here we are. Give me an opportunity. Let me see some things. Okay, because this is our review class, maybe here I would like your participation, right? Your participation, but in another way, maybe if you have a comment, if you have any extra questions, remember this is our class before our exam, our grammar evaluation. So in this case, I need you to participate with questions, opinions, um, if you have a doubt, if you need help in something, okay? So we can complete this review the best way possible. Okay, welcome to our class, our grammar review before our evaluation. Let's begin. We are going to remember a little bit of information about Unit 6. Unit 6, the pages are 73 to 79. Oh, okay, Ariana. I'll take it in account. Okay, very good. Don't worry. And the topics that we are going to discuss today and we are going to look at are past progressive. Okay, let me see over here, just one thing. Sorry, Anderson, sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. Don't worry, Anderson. Okay, past progressive and past progressive with simple past. We're also going to practice a little bit using when and why. Okay, Unit 6. Let's see. Our first chart, because we always have to remember this structure, they are very useful, the patterns, if we learn how to use them. They are going to be really useful in all your practice of grammar. So let's see, affirmative and negative statements. With affirmative statements, we are going to work with the subject. We already know that the subjects are I, you, he, she, it, they, and we, or names, Pedrito, Lucia, uh, Margarita, Milagros, okay? The teacher, the doctor. So the subject is related to the person or animal or even things that are practicing the action, okay? Then we are going to use our past tense of the verb to be. That is was and were. I am sure most of you remember that, right? Because this was a very recent class. But if you have any doubt, don't worry. Today we are going to clear up all your questions and all your doubts. So the past tense of the verb to be was and were. The verb must be with ing. It says past progressive. It is progressive because it is happening. That's why we need to add ing to the verb. So it says, I was standing where? In Times Square. You were standing in the church. Negative, I was not. With negatives, we are just going to add not. Or we can use the contraction of the verb to be in past. Contractions are wasn't and weren't. So I was not working in New York. You weren't working in New York. Okay, those are affirmative and negative statements. These are the easy part. Then we have the yes and no questions and short answers, right? Questions and short answers. With the short answers, we are going to say yes or no. And the auxiliary that is was, because it is a question, must go at the beginning. Was I standing in Times Square? Were you standing in Times Square? And the short answer, yes or no. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. We already know that the negative of was is wasn't, and the negative of where is weren't. Okay. These are really the easy parts. Then we have information questions. With the information questions, we are going to use WH questions, right? What, when, where, who, how, which. So we need our information questions. What was I doing? Here you have your verb with ing. Verb plus ing. The verb is do. We add ing, doing. What was I doing? What was I studying? I was studying English. How were you doing? Okay, that's another good question. How were you doing? Well, I was doing just fine. Who was dancing at the club? Oh, Gracia was dancing at the club. Gracia. What was happening at 11 p.m.? At 11 p.m., Miss Annie was watching a movie. Okay, and watching goes with ing, right? So what was happening at 11 p.m.? We always keep the same pattern, right? For questions and answers. Let's see. Here we have an exercise. Here I'm going to need your help. Let's see. He blank the guitar when his mom came home. Let's see, we have someone here trying to answer already. Let me see. He the guitar when his mom came home. So what is the correct answer? Very good, Ariela. Excellent. Very good, Daniela. Flor. Fernandito. Perfect, Fernando. Very good, Florcita. Okay, was playing. Let's see if that's the one. Yes, exactly. That's the right answer. That's the right answer. Now, orally, I'm going to choose someone that can help me answering number 2. A ver, Arielita Granados, please unmute your microphone and help me with number 2. I am giving you permission to unmute your microphone. A ver, Ariela, number 2.
Was copying?
Excellent, Arielita. Perfect. Well done. Thank you. Martin? Well done. Let's see. Martin was copying. Very good. Excellent, Daniela. Let's see. Number 3. My sister blank when she came home from school. A ver, Diana. I'm giving you permission to open your microphone, Diana. Let's see, Diana. Give me the
Was
answer.
crying.
Okay, very good. Was crying. Daniela Avila, number 4. Let's see. Number 4, Daniela Avila. Can you help me, number 4?
Was bullying.
Excellent. Very good. There you see, this is a really easy review because we already know these patterns. They are very easy. I am sure most of you have been practicing, and with the exercises in the book and your class, you are an expert now. So your evaluation is going to be fantastic. I am sure about that. Oh, Mr. Murillo, you just arrived. Okay, David, I'm going to ask you to help me here. Oh, no, not yet. No tengo ahorita el exercise. Oh, yes. Murillo, can you please read for me the chart that we have over here, Mr. David, please? Let's read letter A and the example. Thank you. Let's see, Mr. Murillo, let's read. Letter A, Murillo, and the example. Murillo, where are you? Ya desapareció, imagínate. He just disappeared. Okay, Anderson, can you help me, please? I am giving you permission to unmute your microphone. Can you please, Anderson, help me? And just read. I just need you to read A and the example.
A. Use the past progressive for an action in progress in the past. One day of the earthquake, where we were living in San Francisco.
Very good, Anderson. Thank you. So we use the past progressive for an action in past. Thank you, Anderson. Very good job. Okay, let's see who's going to read for me letter B. Miss Jessica, can you help me, Jessica? Letter B, please. Let's read the rule and the example.
Use the simple past for an action that happened in one time and was completed. On the day of the earthquake, the power went out.
Excellent, perfect. Very good, Jessica. Well done. So we use the simple past for an action that happened one time and was completed. Okay, letter B says that the past progressive is an action in progress. So it hasn't been completed yet. It is still happening or has not been the end of that action. But the simple past, it happened one time and it was completed. That's why we have here the verb in past tense. Went out. Very good. Excellent. Let's see, here we have another one. Fernando, can you help me read letter A and the examples, please? Fernandito Serrano, can you help me, please? Here we have Fernando. Fernando, can you help me, Fernando? Fernando, where are you? Okay, Florcita, can you please help me, Flor? Reading A.
A. Time clauses with when or while show when events happen.
Very good.
Main clause, the power went out while we were riding the elevator. We were riding the elevator when the power went out.
Excellent. Very good, Flor. Thank you. Okay, we have time clauses, and our time clauses have a time expression, right? The time expressions are when and while. And they show when events happen. We have the first example. The power went out while we were riding the elevator. But here you are using ing form. And in the second one, you are using past tense. So you can see that you can play with both. You can use them both. It depends what are you trying to express. Okay, letter B and the examples. Let me see. Let me see. Can Jose Luis help me, please, with letter B? Just read letter B and the example, Jose Luis. Only read it. Thank you.
Use when or while in the past progressive tense clause to show an event that was in progress. When a second event happening, use the simple past in the main clause.
Excellent.
Main clause, second event. The power went out while we were reading the elevator.
Good.
While we were reading the elevator, the power went out.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Jose Luis. When while we were riding, let's see, the elevator, the power went out. Okay, again, we have two events, and we are using time expressions when and while, one with ing, and the second we can have a past tense because something is happening, but something already happened and concluded, right? So we can have on the same sentence, we can have ing, and we can have past tense as well. Okay, letter C, the last, well, I don't think it's the last one, but we will see. Let's see, Pablito, can you please help me with letter C? Let's read letter C and the example, please. It's only reading, Pablo. Are you there, Pablito? Okay, Pablo is not here. Monica Garcia, can you please help me, Monica? Can you please help me reading? Monica Garcia? Let's read letter C, Monica. Are you here, Monica, with us? Monica, Monica. Okay, I think Monica is not here either. Milan, can you help me, Milan, please, reading letter C? Help me, Milan. Let's read letter C.
Yo que soy una planta en el...
Yes, Milan. Can you please help me, Milan?
Use when but not while in simple past time clause to show an event that happened while an event was already in progress. Use the past progressive in the main clause.
And examples? Okay, she disconnected with the examples. I will read the example. We were riding the elevator when the power went out. When the power went out, we were riding the elevator. In this example, you can see that we can have either parts of the time clause. It can be at the beginning or we can have it at the end, right? We can have the time clause at the end and the main clause at the beginning, or we can switch, right? And have the main clause at the beginning and the time clause at the end. So we can work both ways, always playing with time clauses. Let's see. Here I'm going to read. Time clauses usually come second. When they come first, remember to use a comma. Do not use a period after a time clause. It's not a complete sentence. Remember this because you don't know if part of the evaluation would be to correct a sentence with time clauses, right? And this is very important because if you're going to rewrite a sentence using time clauses, you must really pay attention to this rule, right? Because it says, when they come, when the time clause comes first, remember to use a comma. Here we have the example. Look, when the power went out, comma, we were riding the elevator. And of course, remember, because this is very important too, that we do not use periods after a time clause because it's not a complete sentence. There are 2 or 3 events going on, So it is not a complete sentence. So we don't have to use a period. Letter E, you can also use time clauses in questions. Notice that the word order does not change. Let's see the example. We were having fun when the new millennium came. Were you having fun when the new millennium came? This is a question. You can see, right, that here we have past progressive. We have were, that is the past tense of the verb to be, and we have simple past. Were you having, okay? Here we are not using past progressive. We are just using the verb to be in past tense. Were you having fun? Here you have at the end the past tense when the new millennium came. So the verb is in past tense. There you see. Only the beginning of the sentence is past progressive. But the end is not past progressive. It is in past tense. What was he doing when the earthquake hit? Okay, we can also use time clauses in question. How do I know that it is a time clause? Because we have a time expression. The time expression is when. What was he doing? We have ing. We have the verb to be in past tense, was. When, here is your time expression. So this is your time clause. The earthquake hit. Okay, great. Okay, here we have another one. Here I need again your participation. Let's see who's going to help me with number 1. Let's see. Genesis, can you help me please with number 1? When my dad, is it past progressive or is it past tense? Can you help me please, Genesis? When my dad, is Genesis around there? Genesis? Oh God, why are you scared of speaking on the microphone? You are artists. You are wonderful. You don't need to be scared of speaking through the microphone. And if you make a mistake, don't worry. We are learning, right? So let's see. When my dad, here we have Fernandito's answer and we have Daniela Vargas. And Genesis says arrived. Fernandito says was arriving. So let's see which answer is the correct one. Let's see. Arrived. Very good. Good to those that said arrived. When my dad arrived home, we dinner. Who can help me here? We dinner. Fernandito says we're having. Genesis, we're having. Daniela, we're having. Rosita says we're having. Ariela, we're having. So we all agree, right? That is, we were having. So let's see if it's true. Let's see. Excellent. Well done. Yes. So when my dad arrived home, we were having dinner. Excellent. The neighbors. The verb in parentheses is play. Loud music. The neighbors play loud music. What do you think? Okay. Fernando says play. Daniela Vargas, we're playing. Ariana, we're playing. Okay, let's see. Who is right? Then Diana says played. Ariela Granados played. Well, let's see. The neighbors were playing. Okay, excellent. We're playing loud music because this is an action that hasn't been completed, baby. It says when I, something, the police. So the action was not complete yet. They still have to call the police. So the neighbors were playing loud music when what happened? What did I do? When what did I do? When are we going to use past tense or are we going to use past progressive? What do you think? Okay, let's see. Yes, when I called the police. She break her leg. Okay. What is the answer over here? Can you help me, please? She break her leg while she ride her bike. What is the answer then? She break her leg while she ride her bike. Okay, I need to know the answers. Can you help me through the chat? Let's see the answers. What do you think? Past tense or past progressive? What do you think is happening over here? Okay, yes, thank you. Very good, okay. Some of you already have the answer. So let's see if it's true. Yes, she broke her leg while she was riding her bike. Very good to those that answered with past and past progressive. Very good. Let's see the other one. While they watch a horror movie, they hear a strange noise. Oh, this has happened to me several times. That's why I don't watch horror movies. Most of the time, strange noises can be heard while watching a horror movie. Maybe it's not really happening, but it's a coincidence, right? That's why we must not watch horror movies. So while they were watching a horror movie, they heard a strange noise. Very good. Excellent. He feels sick while he swim in the pool. Okay, this is the last one. So let's have a look at the example. He felt sick while he was swimming in the pool. Okay, let's read all the paragraph. Let's read it. It says, when my dad arrived home, we were having dinner. The neighbors, just give me a second. The neighbors were playing loud music when I called the police. She broke her leg while she was riding her bike. While they were watching a horror movie, they heard a strange noise. He felt sick while he was swimming in the pool. Okay, these are some good examples of past tenses and past progressive. Okay, here we have another one. I saw an accident while I was waiting at the bus stop. Okay, here we are using time clauses, babies. Okay, time clauses. I saw an accident while I was waiting at the bus stop. Remember our time expressions for time clauses? They can be when, while, as soon as, right? When, okay? It depends how you use it and when you use them. Blank, she was writing an email. Her computer turned off. While she was writing an email, her computer turned off. Okay, one event that happened almost at the same time as the other event. While she was writing an email, what happened? Her computer turned off. So we have two events happening almost at the same time. He fell down. He was climbing a tree. He fell down while he was climbing a tree. There you see that the two events are connected. One happened almost at the same time as the second one. Let's see the next one. When my mom came home, my sister was sleeping. Okay, we forget about while and we work with when. When my mom came home, my sister was sleeping. And the last one, let's see. Okay, we found some old photographs. while we were tidying our room. Here you can see babies, okay? In all of them, right? You can see that we are using the past progressive. Look, was writing, was waiting, was climbing, was sleeping, were tidying. So we are using our time clauses, our time expressions, right, to create a time clause, but we are also using our past progressive on the sentence, right? Excellent, okay. Okay, just to remind you, sweeties, just to remind you, remember that past progressive must always work with the verb to be in past tense, with was and where, always, okay? And remember also that we can combine past tense and past progressive in a sentence. Also, we can use them in our time clauses. And we can add as well, we can add our time expression, okay? So as you can see, there are a lot of combinations. There are a lot of things that you can do with time clauses and was and where. There's a lot of things that you can do. So remember about this when we get to the exam, okay? So thank you very much for your attention, and we are going to discuss some things about the evaluation before we finish the class. So let's stop sharing. Here we are. Okay, and we are going to discuss some things on the evaluation, right? For you to remember. Remember that the evaluation is from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., right? You only have 1 hour. I'm going to put in availability the exam. We are going to put in availability the exam from 2 to 3. Okay, so you have to put the alarm or be ready or be careful, right? For that hour. You only have 1 hour, baby. And some things have been happening with other grades, so I don't want those things to happen with you. Remember that you only have one opportunity. Other grades, they have been doing the evaluation 2 or 3 or 4 times, okay? And it only counts the one that you do first. So don't continue doing it. You do it 1 time and that's it. If you do it 2, 3, or 4 times, it doesn't count. It's just gonna count the first one. So you have to be very sure that you're ready because you only have 1 hour and 1 chance, right? If you do it again, it won't count, right? So don't do it. Okay, questions, babies? Questions? Do we have any questions before we end the class or any doubts? Do we have questions, sweeties? No? Everything is clear as water? Say right yes if you have everything clear, so I can be sure that we don't need any more explanation. Yes, as Flora, Ariela, Monica, Daniela. Oh, thank you, Precia. Okay, excellent. We're done. Thank you, Ariana. Okay, babies, good luck on your evaluation, right? This was a good review, but anyway, check in your book before your evaluation. So if you have suddenly like a amnesia about something, check on your book before your evaluation, okay? So good luck, sweeties. Have a great day. Have a nice day, right? Okay, bye, sweeties. See you next class. Okay, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, sweeties. Bye, bye, bye. See you next class. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, chicos. Adios. Bye, bye. We cannot stay here in this program. We have to leave. So I need to end the class. So please, let's leave the class. Okay, we cannot stay here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, Mateo. Bye, Daniela. Let's end this meeting. We cannot stay here, so please, let's end the meeting. Bye, sweeties. Bye, Mateo. Bye, Daniela Avila. Bye, mis amores.